Hi YouTube, it's me, Robert Holloway. In this video, I want to talk about something that it sounds controversial, but if you could hear me out to the end, then I think you will understand or at least somewhat agree. Now, the controversial subject is that I agree and support slavery. Now, before you get all pissed off of what I just said, let me explain. I believe slavery should be reserved for murderers. Meaning to say that if a murderer kills somebody, then that murderer becomes a slave to the victim's parents, then to the victim's kin, like brothers and sisters, or even cousins, or to the victim's friends, in that order. The first take is the parents, because let's face it, they're the ones who gave birth to the victim, so they deserve some kind of compensation for that. Now, if the parents are not available, or if the victim turns out to be like an orphan, or their parents has died, hopefully by natural causes, hopefully, then it should be passed on to the victim's brothers and sisters. And if the victim don't have any brothers or sisters, then it should be passed down to the victim's friends. Now, they do have the right to sell sell the murderer for profit. For example, if the mother doesn't even want to look at the murderer's face, she could sell him to the government, in which the government will use the murderer to, I don't know, pick up trash in the road, or, do all that prisoner stuff. Of course, the government would have to secure it and pay the mother of the victim. That's one way she could make money, or the father could make money, or the brother or the sister or the victim's friends. And that's why I think slavery is good for. Slavery should be reserved for murderers. I strongly believe that if you take the life of somebody, then you forfeit your own life, the right to have your own life. Now, I want to get into the topic about weapons and your rights as a militant. Because let's face it, if you choose to have a weapon on you, you lost everything of what it is to be a civilian. You are no longer a civilian, and it should be that way. You are considered a militant. Whether you are the state's militants, which is like police officers, or just one of those rednecks who says, out of my cold dead hands, the rednecks basically, who believe that they have the right to own a gun. Now, if you are a militant, don't be surprised if you got shot first, because as a militant, you forfeit your right as a civilian. Now, you could throw away your weapon and prove that you are not a threat, and you automatically become a civilian. I mean, that makes sense. I think if you want to carry a gun, you should lose all rights to what it is to be a civilian, which is like the right to life, the right to privacy, the right to, the right to choose, all the rights that a civilian would have. So that's my take on both gun rights. I don't even like calling it rights because it's more like a privilege. That's my take on gun privileges and slavery, the legalization of slavery. Thank you for watching my videos, and have a good night, day, evening, whatever. Bye.